Imagine this. It's a Tuesday morning, you pour your coffee, you walk to the mailbox like you've done 1,000 times, and there it is. A letter from the Social Security Administration. You open it, and your stomach drops. It says you were overpaid. It says you owe money back, and it says they're about to take half of your monthly check to get it. Half. You didn't do anything wrong. You don't even understand what happened. And now the one check you count on every single month could be cut in half. If that fear just went through you, please stay with me, because what I'm about to show you could save your benefits. Hello, my friend. I am Edward. I'm a senior policy analyst, and for years my job has been simple. Take the confusing rules that affect retirees and explain them in plain English. So take a breath. You're in the right place. Today I'm going to show you exactly what this new 50% rule really is, where it came from, who it affects, and most importantly, the exact steps and the exact forms you can use to protect your money. And please stay with me until the end, because there is one quiet mistake that many seniors make when they get this letter. It feels harmless, but it can cost you thousands of dollars and lock in that 50% cut. I'll tell you exactly what it is so you never fall into it. Let me tell you about Robert. Robert is 67. He's a retired delivery driver from Ohio. He worked his whole life. He paid into Social Security every paycheck, and now he lives on about $1,900 a month. Robert is careful. He pays his bills on time. He's not the type to ignore the government. One afternoon, a letter comes from Social Security. It says he was overpaid by $4,000 over the last couple of years. Maybe a benefit was calculated wrong. Maybe a record didn't update. Honestly, Robert isn't sure. And the truth is, mistakes like this are very often the agency's fault, not the senior's. Now here's where Robert makes his mistake. And it's such a human mistake. He looks at that letter, he gets a knot in his stomach, and he thinks, this can't be right, I'll deal with it later. So he sets it on the side table, next to the bills, and he tries to forget about it. Days pass, then weeks. He thought he had plenty of time. He thought someone would call. He thought if it were serious, they'd warn him again. They didn't. The next month, Robert checks his account. Instead of $1,900, there's a little over $900. They took half, just like the letter said they would. And here's the cruel part. Robert actually had the right to stop this. He had options. He had forms he could have filed. He even may have qualified to pay nothing at all. But the clock had run out on the easiest protections, because Robert did the one thing you must never do with a letter like this. He waited. So let's make sure that never happens to you. Let me show you the actual rule. First, let me be honest with you, because accuracy matters more than drama. This is not some brand new law that magically appeared in 2026. This rule actually took effect in April of 2025, but it is the rule in force right now, heading into 2026, and most seniors still have no idea it exists. That's the real danger. Here's what happened. The Social Security Administration issued something called Emergency Message EM-25029, and it changed one critical number. For years, if Social Security said you were overpaid, they would take back only 10% of your monthly check. Just 10%. Manageable. Now, the default is 50%. Right here on the official Social Security website, it says it plainly. If you don't respond in time, they will automatically withhold 50% of your benefit each month until the full amount is paid back. Now, I want to give you some relief because the headlines never tell you the full story. The 50% rule is not for everyone. There are important exceptions. Number 1, if you receive SSI, supplemental security income, your rate stays at just 10%. It did not go up. If SSI is your benefit, you can breathe a little easier. Number 2, if your overpayment is an older one that was already being collected at 10%, it generally stays at 10%. The 50% rate mainly applies to new overpayment notices. Number 3, And this one is serious. If Social Security determines there was fraud, the protections fall away and they can take up to 100%. So honesty always matters. Now, here is the part I really need you to understand. The 90 days. When that letter arrives, the clock starts. You have roughly 90 days before that 50% withholding kicks in automatically. 90 days is your window. It is your chance to act. But here's the trap inside the trap. There are actually 3 different deadlines, and confusing them is how good people lose money. The 30-day mark is the most powerful. If you file a waiver or an appeal within 30 days, Social Security will not take a single dollar while they review your case. The collection freezes. That's your strongest shield. The 60-day mark is your deadline to appeal. That's if you believe you were not overpaid at all or the amount is wrong. And the 90-day mark is the final line. After that, the automatic 50% cut begins. So please remember this. The safest move is always to act within the first 30 days. Don't wait like Robert did. And here's the good news. You are not powerless. The government gives you 3 real tools, 3 forms, each one for a different situation. So if you or someone you love ever gets one of these letters, here is exactly what to do. Write these down. Step 1. Decide if you actually owe the money. If you believe Social Security made a mistake, that you were not overpaid or the amount is wrong, you file Form SSA-561. That's the request for reconsideration. That's your appeal, and remember, file it within 60 days. Step 2. If you agree it was an overpayment but it wasn't your fault and you simply cannot afford to pay it back, you file Form SSA-632. That's the request for waiver. This is the powerful one. If it's granted, you may owe nothing at all. And here's something many people don't know. If the overpayment is under $1,000, it can often be waived just by asking. Step 3. If you agree you owe it and you're willing to pay it back, but 50% is just too much to live on, you file Form SSA-634. That's the request to change the recovery rate. You can ask them to take a smaller amount each month, something you can actually afford. And if forms feel overwhelming, you can always call Social Security directly at 1-800-772-1213. Ask them to pause collection while you sort it out. You have that right. The most important thing, the one lesson from Robert, is this. Do not put the letter on the side table. Do not wait. Filing a waiver or an appeal actually pauses the collection while they review your case. Acting early is everything. Now, before you go, I need to say something important, and please take it to heart. Rules like this change quietly. This one changed 3 times in under 2 years, and the people who get hurt are almost always the ones who didn't hear about it in time. So you cannot rely on luck. And honestly, you shouldn't even rely only on a YouTube notification, because those don't always reach you. So here's what I'd ask you to do, and it's all free and all safe. First, subscribe to this channel and tap the bell, so these alerts actually reach you when a rule changes. Second, if this helped you, share it with one person, a spouse, a neighbor, a friend at church. This is exactly the kind of letter people are too embarrassed to talk about, and your share might save someone their grocery money this month. Third, and most important, go straight to the source. Bookmark the official site, SSA.gov. Anything that affects your benefits, you can verify it there or by calling the official number, 1-800-772-1213. Be careful out there. Scammers love to target seniors with fake alerts and fake help desks. So trust the .gov website and the official phone line. Never a stranger asking for your information. Drop a comment below and tell me, did you know the rate jumped to 50%? I read every comment, and your questions often become my next video. You worked your whole life for these benefits. You earned every dollar. Don't let one letter and one moment of waiting take half of it away. I'm Edward. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.